protective barrier surrounding Camp Half-Blood is breached.
Our home has come under attack.
Who would do this?
To restore it, the son of Poseidon sets out to find the legendary Golden Fleece.
This is a bad idea.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
You were going to say that you're going after the fleece.
Actually, he was gonna say we were.
But another half-blood is bent on finding it first, with evil intentions. In Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters.
Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Kevin, and we're here to talk about Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. We've all just seen it. Sean, what did you think?
Well, of course, this is the sequel to Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. They shortened it this time around, which I'm happy about because it's less to say. I found it somewhat entertaining, this sort of real-world Greek myth hybrid. There were some interesting creatures and some good effects. I do think it's a little bit derivative and familiar with the young adult adaptations we've seen over the course of the last decade.
It was a poor man's Harry Potter.
Sure.
Clearly, I'm not the target audience for this film, but you know, if you have a tween-age child or you have a niece or nephew, they're a good cover for going in to see a movie like this. Thematically, we've got some daddy issues going on here. We've got some brother issues going on here.
I like the little nods to Greek mythology. I thought were clever. They go see Hermes, played by Nathan Fillion, who works in a UPS store. The messenger of the gods works in a UPS store. It's pretty funny. I enjoyed that stuff.
You're...
Hermes. Little insulted you didn't recognize me. My feelings might have even been hurt. I wasn't such a self-confident individual. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm killing these shorts.
I think it's lighthearted, good fun, and I think that the kids in that target audience, they'll enjoy it.
I thought they did a really nice job. They kept the story kind of moving forward. They gave the characters interesting things to do.
So it's based on a 5-novel series by Rick Riordan, and this is the second book in the series, and it's adapted by Marc Guggenheim, who brought us Green Lantern and Arrow. I think that this is exactly what a formula film is supposed to do, and he does a relatively good job of burying the formula.
I think it's okay for the kids. I think the formula is a little bit more on the surface than you do. This poor man's Harry Potter thing, the characters are not anywhere near as rich as they are in Harry Potter. Nope. We don't have this coming-of-age element to everything that's going on.
I agree and I disagree, only because when I first saw Harry Potter, I thought the first couple of movies were very generic and on the surface.
The ones directed by Chris Columbus, who directed the first Percy Jackson movie?
Exactly. And that's the thing is, what I liked about it is that I saw how they could actually start developing it. There's 5 books, so they have 3 more to go if they're going to continue to do them. And I feel like it could get a little bit richer and a little bit more in depth as far as the kids.
I think the difference, though, is it probably won't resonate as much as the Harry Potter films.
No, for sure.
You are believed to be Poseidon's only heir.
Yeah, so?
So it would seem that belief has been held in error?
Hold on, you're saying Percy has a brother?
Or a sister.
Holy sticks. Another Poseidon half-blood.
Not exactly.
Logan Lerman is the star here, and he was, of course, in the last film as well. And I really like him. I think he's a star in the making.
I buy that he's all wide-eyed and wanting to make a connection with his dad and wanting to have a sense of family. I mean, I bought it.
I liked all the kids. I thought they did a good job.
Yeah.
Levin Ramon's in this movie. She was in Chasing Mavericks, and she was in The Hunger Games. I think she could be a star in the making as well. Yeah. So you got a lot of very talented kids. It seems to be concentrating on the kids a lot because we don't have a lot of adult stars in this film. Right. All the ones that were in the first one seem to be missing here.
Right.
Stanley Tucci's like the only name in this film of any adults. Nathan Fillion to a certain extent. But I mean, the first film had Sean Bean and Rosario Dawson.
I think the focus on the young people is a good move. I think that's a good strategy. It's just unfortunate, though, when you have someone like Mr. D, played by Stanley Tucci, just feels like this remnant hanging out there with no real purpose.
The last I heard, the Golden Fleece was in the Sea of Monsters, what the humans called the Bermuda Triangle, a place not only a satyr should be afraid of. So, the answer is no. No. I'm sorry, Annabelle.
Annabeth.
Whatever.
So what did we think about Thor Freudenthal, who did Hotel for Dogs?
And Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
He handled himself pretty well, I think.
I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, there was a lot to balance here. You've got, it's a sequel. You're falling behind Chris Columbus, right? You've got action. You've got a bunch of kids. You've got special effects. And you've got this tone that you've got to balance between all of that. You've got to make people interested in Greek mythology a little bit. I thought he did a pretty decent job.
I thought he did a fine job, too. I liked the special effects and the creatures. I just felt that they kind of overpowered the human characteristics and the human elements that could have really unfolded in this young adult world. But as a technical piece, yeah, it's very solid. Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters is far from great entertainment, but it should please fans of the book series, so I say stream it.
It's not my cup of tea, but fans for Hunger Games and Harry Potter and Twilight, they'll enjoy it. It's a solid film. See it.
This isn't Harry Potter, but I find these movies ridiculously entertaining, so I say, see it.
So our votes add up to 2.5 tickets, which is a see it for Percy Jackson Sea of Monsters.
Yay!
Yay!
Cheers.
Cheers.
If they make 3 more of these, will it be the Percy Jackson 5? They should get Carl Weathers in this. Action Jackson and Percy Jackson. Sea of Tranquility or something.